Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up from our good friends at Fanatical. They are offering a last chance on the Capcom All-Stars bundle. I mean, the bundle's just running out. It is the last chance in the sense that the bundle will be going away. But you get the idea. It's a great bundle, and there's a lot of great games a part of it. Capcom very much going to be in the news cycle for the next day, as Resident Evil Requiem is going to get an update and a new trailer tomorrow at the Game Awards. So, hey, maybe catch up on some of the other Resident Evil games. Maybe pick up some of the other Capcom titles. They've got a lot of good stuff, so we'll highlight those. And I'll give you guys a heads up on a lot of great deals under the price of $5 over at Fanatical. Fanatical got a ton of super cheap stuff. They've always got a lot of great deals. So let's just get right into it. The Build Your Own Capcom All-Stars bundle. 2+ games at $6.50 an item. 3+ games at $6.33. 4+ games at $6.25 an item. There's a lot of good options here, including Resident Evil Village, the base game. So that is not the Gold Edition, which is a bummer, but the base game for $6.50, dude, that's still a really, really good value pickup that I would highly recommend. So definitely a good shout there for Resident Evil Village. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is available, $6.50 on that is good. Resident Evil 2 the remake, Resident Evil 3 the remake, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, that is the Gold Edition, so you would get the DLC with that, which is a great pickup there. Definitely would recommend that. Monster Hunter World, the Deluxe Edition, I know Wilds came out, but Wilds has its criticism. World is still a good shout and a good opportunity to go back and play that. Now, bear in mind, that is the base game. You don't get the Iceborne expansion there, but still, a good pickup there. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy is there. Resident Evil and Resident Evil 0 double pack, so that's just one item, but you get both games, of course. Resident Evil 6 Complete and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, the double pack of that. That's Biohazard, the base game, but you get RE6 as well, which Resident Evil 6 I don't even think is like the worst game on planet Earth that some people make it out to be, but nonetheless, that's a great double pack. Street Fighter V Champion Edition and the Season 5 Premium Pass Bundle, Mega Man 0 ZX Legacy Collection, that includes 6 games, Mega Man 0, 1 through 4, ZX, and ZX Advent. That is a great bundle there, definitely recommend that. Devil May Cry HD Collection, you've got Devil May Cry 1, Devil May Cry 2, and Devil May Cry 3. Those games are going to be pretty dated, and how about Capcom saying they want to do more with Mega Man? They want to do more with Devil May Cry. Well, hopefully Devil May Cry 6 and a new Mega Man game isn't too far away in the future, but Devil May Cry HD Collection, you can pick up on that, and that does hold up in price in the sense that it still goes for like $10 on sale. Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, that is available. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity, Resident Evil 4, the original, and Resident Evil 5 Gold Edition. I mean, that's one item again, so essentially it would be $3.25 a pop on those, and that's pretty damn good. Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5, $3.25 each is damn good. Okami HD, $6.50 on that is good. Onimusha, $6.50. Onimusha getting a new title next year. Okami getting another new title, but probably a while away from that. Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, Capcom Fighting Collection, Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2. Both Legacy Collections of Mega Man for $6.50 is a banger of a deal. Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle, Capcom Arcade Stadium, and Arcade Stadium 2. All of that is available. You get to pick which ones you want. Again, 2 or more, $6.50 an item. 3+, $6.33. 4+, $6.25. So a lot of good offers there. Definitely check that out. Alright, moving on from that, like I said, we do have some deals under the price of $5. We've got Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. That is down to $2.09. Some rumblings that KOTOR, the remake, might finally get an update here at the Game Awards, or, you know, it's still in development. I shouldn't say it's getting an update at the Game Awards. Let's just say it's still in development. It's just any game rumors come out right now, people are going to be like, oh, we're going to get the reveal at the Game Awards or an update at the Game Awards, but hopefully KOTOR does get a remake, but if you want the original, $2.09, a great deal on that. Do keep in mind it's a bit dated. It came out in the early to mid-2000s. No controller support in it either, which is a bummer, but what can you do? KOTOR is still a goated game, and it's BioWare at their pinnacle. BioWare obviously absolutely washed these days, and going back and playing KOTOR, still an enjoyable time. Star Wars The Force Unleashed Ultimate Sith Edition is $4.19. Man, I love Star Wars The Force Unleashed. I thought it was a really enjoyable game. Just made you feel like an absolute badass, and sometimes that's what you need a game to do, and Force Unleashed definitely did that. Enjoyable action title, again, a little bit on the dated side, but $4.19 on that, great deal there. We have Hitman Absolution, a game that I often go to bat for, $1.79 on this. Great deal on Hitman Absolution, a really, really enjoyable action stealth title. I know a lot of people aren't that crazy about Hitman Absolution, and I think a lot of that comes from them playing games like Blood Money and then going into Absolution. Absolution was really the first Hitman game that I got really into, and that I played, and that I enjoyed a lot. So I kind of went into it as a new experience when I initially played Absolution, so as just assessing it as an action stealth title, I really did enjoy it. But yeah, for $1.79, I mean, that's a killer of a deal, so definitely recommend that. Suda51's Killer is Dead is $1.99. Be on the lookout for Suda51's new title in Romeo is a Dead Man. That's coming out in February, and that game looks absolutely awesome. But Killer is Dead definitely has its issues, but it still has that quirkiness and that zaniness and the over-the-top action that, Suda51's known for it. I definitely think as an action title, it's really enjoyable. Love the art style to the game as well. I just think it looks great, and it's honestly aged really well in that regard, even though it came out 11 years ago. Because it had such a unique art style, I feel like it still looks pretty good. So $1.99 on that is really good. Mato Anomalies is $2.99. I'll mention this game every now and again. The game sees some comparisons to like an SMT title. I would not be expecting a game at that level because Mato Anomaly certainly isn't that. Expect something that's a lower level turn-based RPG, and you might end up having a pretty good time with it. I like the character design in the game. The combat was pretty good. The design as far as the dungeons and whatnot, very, very simplistic. But for what it is, for $2.99, I do think it's a pretty decent pickup if you're looking to play a lot of turn-based RPGs. This is one that doesn't get a lot of attention, so I try to give it a shout. And then lastly, The Wolf Among Us is 67% off for $4.94. Love The Wolf Among Us. It's tied for my favorite Telltale game of all time alongside Walking Dead Season 1. Wolf Among Us is just outstanding. A great and super likable main character. The story is great, and the game itself is just fantastic. There is a second season in development. Who the hell knows what's going on with that? I want to say that we were expecting to get that game in like 2023 or maybe even before that. I don't remember. The timeline is just so foggy at this point, but it's been in development for a while. I would put that game in development hell category, but who knows? Maybe 2026 we'll finally get it, but if nothing else, Wolf Among Us, the first one, is definitely worth a pickup, and for $4.94, it's a great pickup. Would highly, highly recommend it. But that is going to do it for me. Again, last opportunity to check out the Fanatical Capcom All-Stars bundle. A great bundle there. Some good deals on Star Wars games. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Force Unleashed, Hitman Absolution, Killer is Dead, Mato Anomalies, Wolf Among Us, some good stuff across the board as far as super cheap games go. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.